Good morning, everybody. Some of you may have noticed I pushed a update last week and it had quite a few changes in it, primarily stability and bug fixes. Just want to go over that. It was, what is it, 6811. The macro UI, I started work on that. You'll see it in there, but it's not really usable yet. The direct input plugin should be usable now. You should be able to map from any device now, not just DualShock 4 or anything, or Xbox controllers. Any device that has a direct input API usage, you should be able to use that now in InputMapper. Let's see, profile naming. That used to have a bug where the naming wouldn't take place, and it certainly wouldn't carry over into the profile selection drop downs. That has been fixed. Renaming the profile, if it's actively assigned, will also cause the device settings to update to include that new profile name, so it just doesn't get orphaned. I sped up the discovery of devices. It used to be 5-second intervals. It now operates at 3-second intervals. It's not a very high overhead process, so I figured I might as well speed it up just to make it so it seems a little snappier when new devices are detected. Front-end log viewer, just in case you want to jump in and take a look at what's going on in the devices yourself. That is, let's see, you just go to Tools, Log Viewer, and a window will pop up. There we go. And you'll be able to use that. It's still not a replacement for if you need help. You still need to use the generate debug file, because that'll get us a lot more information regarding like driver versions and stuff like that that could be causing the issue. So this is still the best way to get help from us, how to send us the information. This will contain the log file in it as well. This is more just for a user visibility so they can see what's going on a little better. Let's see, added a lot more tracking to the program startup and all that stuff and operations, just so the log is a little more comprehensive when I'm trying to debug stuff. Let's see, there's a bunch of other stuff, like I mentioned here in the patch notes, that I'm sure I'm forgetting. Like I said, a lot of it was just stability, performance, all that stuff related. This is probably one of the most stable versions of InputMapper 1.7 that's been released yet. Just because I've had time to go back and clean up all the things that I've been taking mental notes of. It seems to be running pretty solid in all the features that are fully implemented. Like I said, the one feature that is not implemented yet is macros. That's an important one. But everything else seems to be working. Don't forget about offline mode that we now have, which disables all internet communication for the program. Let's see. Global device appearance is not yet working. This one property is in here just as a debug for me. Global events, as far as I know, all of these have been working for a while, so I even changed the UI around a little bit. Let's see, profiles. You guys are already aware of this, but now there's an output driver. There's the option to select no output driver, which was previously missing. And this is good if you're just wanting to map the device to a keyboard or mouse actions, which don't require output drivers, or if you just want to use the DualShock 4 natively in a game, but you want to make use of InputMapper's trackpad to mouse functionality. You can do that without having to map the controller to a device. Yeah, that's about it. Again, macros, you know, it's here, but it's not really working yet. I don't have the UI for the triggers specifically. The commands is obviously already done, because this is the same thing that happens like you saw in the settings, the events. So this is already done, but the triggers, I haven't worked on that UI yet. So without being able to trigger the macro, it's not going to be doing anything. So this is useless to you guys right now, but it's coming along. So that's about it, guys. I want to remind you, if you guys do any Amazon shopping, use the support IM by shopping on Amazon link here. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for the support, and keep checking in. I'll have more information as I release new versions. Have a good one.